Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. The national anthem is for all Americans. It's time to boycott the NFL into an oblivion. Who's with me? No one's with you, Marjorie. What up? It's your boy, Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's a Monday morning. I'm rested and recharged from the weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend and you're ready to take on this Monday morning. All right, I got two lead stories for you. We're going to start off with white people wanting to boycott the NFL. A couple of years ago, it was black people over George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, it's white people. We'll talk about it. Then we're going to jump into Tyrese saying R.Kelly is the king of R&B. Stay tuned. I got a lot to say on that. Then we're going to jump into quick news. We're going to talk about the FBI raiding Eric Adams' home. Then we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj, Chrisean Rock getting released from jail, BlueFace's new mugshot, Selena Gomez being a billionaire, Fivio Foreign saying women hate Ice Spice because men love her. And then we're going to close out with rich Homie Quan's girlfriend finally speaking out after his death. Then I got two questions of the day. And then we're going to close out, as we always do, with a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. Boycott the NFL trends following the performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing during the season opener. All right. On Thursday, the NFL 2024 season kicked off with a showdown between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. While the game was highly anticipated, what really caught viewers' attention was the Grammy Award-winning gospel singer Tisha Cobb's Leonard performance of the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Despite the performance being appreciated by many, others with more conservative views shared different feelings. The concern stemmed from people believing that incorporating a second anthem is intended to disrupt fans. According to these conservatives, the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, should be the only symbol of American unity. It's important to note that the Star-Spangled Banner was also performed at the game, and Lift Every Voice and Sing was just an addition and not a replacement. However, these critics still argue that the racially specific anthem demeaned national unity and could spark debates about race and identity. In 2020, the NFL committed to challenging racial disparity within the country following the death of George Floyd. As part of this response, the league decided to include the Black National Anthem in its games, especially due to the majority of its players being African American. Since then, Lift Every Voice and Sing had been performed, and it stops there. I got to go and get the rest of the thing, but I think it's meant to say has been performed at maybe every game. Anyways, let's jump now to some of the comments that people left on Twitter. Somebody wrote and said, there is no need for a Black national anthem. We have one anthem and it's for everybody. Shame on the NFL. Somebody else wrote, wait, so the right want to boycott the NFL over a Black national anthem? I thought they were already boycotting the NFL since Colin took a knee years ago. Pick a struggle. Somebody else, actually pertinent to note, this was Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's on the Senate. She said, boycott the NFL for playing the Black national anthem. There's only one national anthem. The national anthem is for all Americans. It's time to boycott the NFL into an oblivion. Who's with me? No one's with you, Marjorie. Somebody else wrote, folks want to boycott the NFL over the Black national anthem when 70% of their favorite team consists of Black players. And then the last comment here is, this is ridiculous. Go live in Africa if you don't like our national anthem. All right, here's my issue with all of this, right? You have 70% of the players who are Black. So if you have 70%, which is the majority, and they obviously like this or else they wouldn't, be doing it, why do you have a problem with it? This is what I don't get, right? The national anthem is based in some racism, but we won't even get into that. And another thing that we just read is that it's not like it's replacing the national anthem. It's there as an accompaniment to the national anthem. And to be specific, it's actually sung first, and then the national anthem is sung. So I particularly do not see a problem with this. I get that I'm a little bit biased. I am Black, so I understand, the NFL trying to challenge the racial disparity in the NFL. They did this in 2020 as a result of George Floyd being murdered, and they're doing this in support of their Black players. So I clearly do not see a problem with this, and I cannot see why some white people would have a problem with this. It's not anything racist. It's not saying anything towards any other culture. It's just saying, hey, the majority of our players are Black. There is a Black national anthem. We're going to do this in support of our majority Black players. Let me know what you guys think of this. Send me an email, Trent at cfqr600.com. It's Monday morning, okay? Give me a break. Or comment below or send me a DM at Trent Out Loud. All right, in our second lead story, who's the king of R&B? Tyrese shares why he believes it's R.Kelly above everyone else. All right, we know the king of R&B debate has been on the internet for quite some time, but buckle up because Tyrese has entered the chat. Not only is he giving his opinion on who the real king of R&B is, he's also standing 10 toes down on his reasons. What do y'all think? Get to the conversation. Okay, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's jump to Tyrese. Take a listen.
As an R&B legend yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you think is the king of R&B?
R.Kelly.
Why?
Who else but him? We're not talking about him being in jail and all the shit he dealing with controversy-wise.
I would say Usher.
I love Usher.
Yeah.
He's not the king of R&B. Until Usher write every song he ever and produce every song he ever, and he hands out 60 to 300 different R&B hit records to everybody else in the R&B game beyond his own hit, he's not the king.
All right, let me just give a little bit of context what he was saying. R. Kelly wrote all of his music, whereas Usher, you could arguably say his biggest album and his biggest hits were written by Jermaine Dupri. Okay, fine. However, if we want to give context, R. Kelly is in jail and everybody knows what he did. I'm not going to repeat it because I'm going to get flagged on YouTube. But you guys know what he did to children, right? So that automatically disqualifies him. The king is somebody who is in his reign. If you want to say R&B, R. Kelly was the king of R&B, 100%. But the minute he is arrested and put in jail and convicted for crimes that you could arguably say he sung about, right? Because if you go back to some of R. Kelly's songs, he's actually talking about the crimes that he was doing, okay? He married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old, right? So that automatically disqualifies him from the conversation, and he is no longer king because he's not in his reign. Somebody who's a king needs to be in power. That's who the king is. Right? That's who the king is. It's really as simple as that. Michael Jackson is the king of pop. I know some of you guys might say, well, Michael Jackson also was accused of doing things to children, but he was never found guilty and he's never been put in jail. So you cannot bring up that conversation because that's hearsay. We have fact about R. Kelly. We have videotapes. We have proof over R. Kelly. So, some of you might be thinking I'm being petty right now, but the king is the male ruler of an independent state, especially one who inherits a position by birth, okay? And or the most important chess piece in which the player has and the opponent has to checkmate to win. The king can move in any direction, including diagonally, and this is obviously a definition for a chessboard, right? But the point is that the piece needs to be present, right? The piece can't be in jail where your songs are not even allowed to be played on radio, and you're not able to have control over the dominance over the industry. That you cannot be king and be in jail for crimes that you committed on those songs that you handed out to people. It's an automatic disqualification. The only thing you could say is that he is the former king of R&B. I'm not even saying Usher is the present king of R&B because I do understand what he's saying, that Usher didn't write all his hit songs. I'm not even going to give you my opinion if I think it's Usher or Chris Brown or a million other people, because I don't want to get into that debate. Let's just stick on is R.Kelly able to be put in the classification? And I know a lot of people are going to talk a lot about this because when underneath Tyrese's video, a lot of people agreed with him and like, yo, you take away that he is the king of R&B. But how could you say that? You cannot take away the fact that the man is in jail for committing crimes that he wrote music about. To me, that disqualifies him and he's not the king. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. The FBI raids the home of New York City Mayor Eric Adams' top cabinet members. The FBI raided the home of top aides to Mayor Eric Adams and seized NYPD Commissioner Edward Cabin's cell phone as part of a federal investigation. Authorities are reportedly probing Adams' connections to Turkey as well as possible collusion with foreign interests during his 2021 mayoral campaign. While Adams and his team insist they have done nothing wrong, the investigation remains ongoing and the mayor has committed to full cooperation. All right. What is going on in the U.S.? I wanted to put this in here quickly. As a Canadian, yeah, we don't have the best prime ministers and the best elected people in office, but it seems like every week or every 2 weeks in the U.S., there's some mayor that's getting arrested. Somebody is indicted. Somebody's going to court. You have a presidential candidate who is guilty and has been convicted of 34 counts. And it's just nuts. I feel like the U.S. is a soap opera. Like I said, I don't know too much about Eric Adams. I don't know the whole thing that's going on, but I just find it weird that a mayor is being investigated. The FBI is seizing things. We don't have this stuff going on in Canada, man. The U.S. is a wild place. All right, in our second quick story, Nicki Minaj gushes over Foxy Brown. She says she has soft, can I say ass on the radio? She has soft ass, beautiful skin. You don't normally hear Nicki Minaj being very complimenting over another female rapper, but we all know how much she loves Foxy Brown because she's beefing with Little Kim, so she's always going to take Foxy Brown's side. And I think they're both Trinidadian, so I think that's another thing. But Nicki Minaj tweeted out and said, "From birth, first time I met her on the Come Up DVD, I couldn't stop complimenting her. Look better in person. Soft ass, beautiful skin from head to toe. Every feature on that face did what it needed to be done. The prettiest, and there is no runner up." Anyways, I've always been in love with Foxy Brown, though. Foxy Brown is it. She is beautiful. She can flow. She can spit. I am also too a very big Little Kim fan. But yeah, shout out to Foxy Brown, and she is beautiful. And it is really nice to see Nicki Minaj complimenting another female. I would like to see her compliment some females that are in the game, who she's currently competing against, but we all know that's not going to happen. All right, in our third quick story, Chrisean Rock has been released from jail. Chrisean Rock has been released. She was arrested in late June and has been incarcerated since. The influencer shared a touching video with her baby boy, revealing that she made it home for his first birthday. I think she's actually a few days late, but anyways, you guys know I love Chrisean Rock, and glad to see her home, glad to see her back with her son. I think she was scheduled to do 6 or 8 months, but I guess she got time off for good behavior or whatever. Happy to see her home. I don't have the video, but I seen it online where she's kind of wrapped up a little. I don't know if she's found religion in there, or she's Muslim now or whatever, but it's the same thing. When everybody comes home from jail, it's I'm rehabbed, I'm changed, I'm not going to drink. I give it a month and a half, and Chrisean's going to be wilding out online again, drinking, smoking, doing what she does. And I'm not mad at her, man. That's who she is. I love her for it. It's like Sexy Red. She's unapologetically her. So anyways, shout out to Chrisean Rock. And also, we got a new mugshot from BlueFace. BlueFace's updated mugshot has been released as he begins 4-year prison stint. And the article says BlueFace's 4-year prison sentence is underway now that he's been transferred from the men's central jail in downtown LA to North Kern State Prison in Central California. TMZ obtained BlueFace's new mugshot snapped Thursday as he entered general population at the medium custody facility. BlueFace, for those of you who are not seeing this on YouTube, BlueFace's, long high top is cut off. He just has like a normal like little fro, no beard. Oh, he never really had a beard, but he has a little scraggly beard on. He just looks like a regular dude. And like I said, I've always been a fan of Chrisean and BlueFace. According to what's his name, Whack 100, he says BlueFace is going to be home in about a year, maybe a year and a couple of months. He doesn't see him doing the whole 4-year bid. I love seeing BlueFace and Chrisean Rock. My internet is actually my IG is a little bit dry without them on. A lot of people don't like them; they think they're too messy. But I like the entertainment. So shout out to BlueFace and happy that Chrisean Rock is back with her son. All right, in our fourth quick story, Selena Gomez has reached billionaire status thanks to her beauty brand. A report from Bloomberg confirmed on Friday, September the 6th, that the singer's rare beauty brand has recently been valued at $1.3 billion, pushing her into a 10-figure earner. The new evaluation of Selena Gomez's beauty business sees her becoming one of the country's youngest billionaires at just 32 years old. With just 5 years in the biz, Rare Beauty has achieved an impressive feat. It's noted that the company has grown steady in popularity, targeting social media influencers and teenagers who have continued to rave about the products. Selena Gomez's international fame also contributed to her success, as she often markets product to her more than 424 million followers on Instagram. Woo! Anyways, shout out to Selena Gomez, man. I like to see young people winning, man. Shout out to Selena. All right, in our fifth speed story, Fivio Foreign says women hate Ice Spice because men love her. Fivio seems to have a theory about why women don't care for Ice Spice. First of all, girls love Ice Spice, A. B, there is a lot of men that like a lot of rappers and women don't hate them. Like, this doesn't even make sense. It's actually pretty stupid. Let me tell you guys why Ice Spice gets a lot of hate. And before I even start this, I love Ice Spice. You guys know I'm always talking about her. I think she's dope. I like her. I'm a fan. Okay. Let me tell you something about this. And it might come across a little harsh, but Ice Spice is not the best rapper amongst all the female rappers. I'm talking about, all my hip hop people know, I'm talking about flow, delivery, cadence, lyrics, etc., etc. All the things that made a great MC. She's not a fundamentally dope MC, for example, like how Lotto is, or even Megan, right? Megan's underrated. Let's not even get started into that. So there's that. Second of all, she's not an amazing performer, right? She's always kind of just twerking pretty much, right? It's not like dancing or doing anything like that. So that's the reason why, because she has so much success with what people would say is the fun. She doesn't have a lot of fundamental talent. But here's the part that people are missing. She is a great entertainer, and she has the ear of the younger demographic who doesn't necessarily care about flow, delivery, cadence. Like, she makes entertaining, catchy, good music. Simple as that. And you know what? If you think it's so easy, you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the people who are hating, she does nothing but twerk. I know a lot of girls that could twerk. I know a lot of hot girls that could twerk that don't have a fraction of what Ice Spice has. You know what I mean? So she obviously has something. She does have a very unique style. An Ice Spice song. Yes, her song's very diverse. Do some of them sound a little similar? I'll give you that. The point is that it's working for her, though. You know what I mean? This is the same hate that Kim Kardashian got in the beginning. What does she do? She doesn't do anything, whatever, blah, blah. And look at Kim K now. I'm not saying Ice Spice is going to be Kim K, but my point is that she understands how to tap in to her fan base, and her fan base likes her. So why are you hating on somebody that's being successful? Simple as it. That's done. Anyways, shout out to Ice Spice. All right, in our sixth and final quick story, Rich Homie Quan's girlfriend speaks out following his passing. All right, well, we already know we talked about this on Friday's episode. We all know that Rich Homie Quan passed away in his home I think it was Friday morning, if I'm not mistaken, or I don't remember now if it was Thursday morning. Sorry. But anyways, he passed away. His girlfriend found him on the couch after she woke up. She saw him on the couch sleeping. She put a blanket on him. She went to drive their son to school. She came back. She saw him that he was still on the couch, hasn't moved. Turned him around. He was foaming at the mouth. Called 911, and that was it. So it's been around, 24, 48 hours. And she posted this. This pain is unbearable. The love you have all shown is overflowing. I truly appreciate everybody who reached out. I'm traumatized from a moment that will forever be in my head. I have nothing to prove because my love for my other half will always be shown. I have nothing to hide. Please respect me and my family at this time. Our house is no longer a home. I'm completely heartbroken. 15 years gone. I'll never be the same. This is a complete nightmare. We could never let go, but we didn't have to leave me like this. Numb. Just sad, man. They have a 10-year-old and I think a 3 or 4-year-old. Like, what do you tell the kids, man? Like, it's just really tough. For one, I'm not necessarily about posting your feelings after somebody passes away on Instagram. I think those things need to be, for me anyways, I don't need to publicize them. But if this helps her to talk to people, she's obviously thanking people for the support. And, if that's, everybody grieves their own way, but I hope that we don't keep seeing more of this from her, and that she really just, focuses on taking care of her kids and herself, and staying away from social media, because social media could be a really dangerous, disgusting, dark place. I seen a post the other day of there's a count of I think 3 or 4 different women posting about their relationship with Rich Homie Quan and videos and text messages. And just her seeing that is probably just going to make things even worse. So I hope she stays away from social media. She has our one post off, stay away from social media and just heal, and take time to make herself better, and definitely help the kids, man. So anyways, shout out to Rich Homie Quan's girlfriend. And of course, again, rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. All right, I got 2 questions of the day today. The first one, it's just really kind of fun. I'm going to get through it quickly and then get to the more important one, all right? Without naming the month you were born, let us know what month you were born in. Okay, somebody said Halloween. Okay, that's October. Happy New Year, that's January. The same month as New Year's, but at the end, though. Huh? Okay, I think maybe December, that's maybe it. Okay, next person said, it's the blackest and shortest, February. Lexi says, we start off by fooling people, April. Somebody put the video of the Thanksgiving lady. I got greens, tomatoes, mashed potatoes, Okay, so November. Well, depending. If you're Canadian, it's October. If you're American, it's November, but fine. Somebody said fireworks and hot as hell. Okay, that's July. July 4th, Independence Day. Another person said trick or treat, okay, Halloween. Caution.6 said the month where the planes crashed into the towers. Okay, bro, that's so dark. What? Fine, September. Sugar Honey said it's also Queen Bee and MJ's month, the greatest. Oh, when was Michael Jackson and Beyonce born? Yikes, I don't remember. I don't know. The next person said what the ants did one by one. What the ants did one by one. I don't remember. All right. Eric Belegener said the Million Man March. Ooh, that's good. He said the Million Man and then left ... So Million Man March. Very, very clever. Mashenda_IMO said, do you remember the 21st night of... Okay, I think that's probably like a poem or something. I don't know. Bria said the only month that rhymes with tune, June. All right. Somebody said insert Justin Timberlake meme. Insert Justin Timberlake meme. Okay, sorry, can't get that one. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I could figure them all out, and I knew I'd get stumped a little bit. All right, here's a good one. Brittany for Life said, my month has 2 federal holidays, New Year's and Martin Luther King's birthday. All right, that's January. That was easy. Asha 82 said, God died on the cross for our sins. December. All right, I'll read one more. People call me stubborn. I say I'm driven. Some say I'm hot-tempered. I say that I'm assertive. Okay, I don't even want to read this one. Without the GOAT year. No, okay, I don't know that one. The Lovers Month. Okay, February. All right, I thought this was going to be a little harder, but whatever. All right, let's go to the second question of the day. All right, our second question of the day. Why are women so secretive about who they're dating? Okay, I wanted to do this question of the day because I don't know any women that's secretive over somebody that they're dating. It doesn't make sense to me, but let's read on and find out. All right, Bida Ye Osha says, we are trying to protect our happiness while trying not to get embarrassed if it doesn't work out. Okay. I mean, I would understand. Oh, I get it. It's dating. Sorry. At first I thought it was relationship, but dating is just like, I just went out on one date with this person. Okay. It makes sense now. Fame_82 said, don't need anyone from my past saying they dealt with him in the 90s. Somebody else said, must ain't seen recent headlines. Don't know what that means. SOS Boom said, private life is a happy life, less drama, less explaining. Private is better and no one's business. Anyways, all right. Chris Smith 82 said they've been hurt before, so they would rather take the L in private instead of public. Okay, that's rough. Light_Melaman said the same reason why men are so secretive about being married. Okay. Queen B82 said, because y'all be embarrassing. Trendy Topic Tiff said, I'd rather take my L in peace. B_boom said, prevents unnecessary embarrassment when things go south. All right, I get it now. Somebody said private, but not a secret. Risk management. And posting a man is like, look, okay, can't say that one. Dating a man is an embarrassing sport sometimes. And the last person said, because some men can be very embarrassing. Yo, man, if you're going on a date with me, you better tell all your girlfriends, yo. All right, that's it. Let's jump over into the next segment, sports news. All right, this brings us to sports news, and I'm very embarrassed because I had all my stuff set up to recap all of Sunday's games, and it totally erased. So I have nothing. Yo, the first Sunday, and I'm like stuck with nothing. Sorry, y'all. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll just wait till next week and recap all the games. I do want to say, and I miss all the games actually too because I was out doing some personal things. But I will say though that I want to shout out the NFL for having that game on Friday night in Brazil. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers in Brazil. I also missed that game because I was out, but my godson just actually called me, over on the weekend and was like, yo, did you see the game? And obviously he's an Eagles fan. He's like, yo, did you see the game? I'm like, yo, I missed it. I was out Friday night. But I love what the NFL is doing. I like the Thursday night games. I like the Friday games. They're spreading it out. Some people are not happy that you have to watch on Peacock and all these different places, but I like it. All the more power to them. Get your money. And the more money that the players get. So I love it. But yeah, the NFL is back. Like I said, and like I told my godson, yo, all you teams, all the other teams in the NFL, have fun. It's going to be a great season. But Kansas City, we're three-peating. It's just it. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, just all the whole team, all the wide receivers, the defense. Like, you cannot stop us. And especially nobody in the NFC could stop us. Baltimore Ravens can't stop us. Nobody can. Josh Allen, none of them. Joe Burrow. We're going to the Super Bowl and we're winning. It's going to be a three-peat. And that's it. It's done. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for joining me on this Monday. I know Mondays are slow, so hopefully this was a little upbeat and give you a little pep in your day. Before I leave, I just want to remind you guys of all the way to stay up with the Trent Out Loud podcast. If you're used to watching this podcast on YouTube or listening to it on podcast platforms, please try to check me out Monday through Friday on CFQR600.com from 11 to 12. We play the Trent Out Loud podcast, but we mix it in with 90s and 2000s hip-hop and R&B. It's a great way to enjoy your show. It's a great way to enjoy this show. Vice versa, if you're used to watching this on CFQR and you cannot always listen from 11 to 12, Don't worry, we upload every show on podcast platforms or on YouTube. Just go to your desired site, type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow and subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And if you're like me and you like to watch your podcast, Spotify now supports video. So you have YouTube as an option and also Spotify. And lastly, you can follow me on any social platform at Trent Out Loud and the production company, Exo City Media, on Instagram. For those of you who are in CFQR, stay tuned for the next hour. We got my man, Don Smooth, bringing you the mix at lunch. What's the show called? The noon mix or the lunch mix? Whatever. Stay tuned. It's a great hour, great music. Shout out to Don. And for the rest of you guys, I will catch you on Tuesday's show. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace.